Greetings there, viewers of this channel. I am Master Splinter. Some of you may know me as the sensei and master that taught the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and made them heroes that fought evil. I am that same rat that helped them. And now, I have come on episode 20 of TOYBOX Theology to talk about an important topic that I'm sure many followers of Jesus Christ wrestle with, and that is fighting or self-defense. Now, there are some Christians that think that fighting is bad and evil and not of God because the Bible talks about violence, and there are some Christians who say fighting is good as biblical figures have fought for justice and honor. And both views get things right and wrong. So, let us go and see what the Word of God has to say about fighting. So, now let's start with this. The Bible presents a nuance of fighting and self-defense, permitting it in a certain situations while emphasizing peace and non-retaliation in others. It permits self-defense when life is threatened, allow for the use of arms, and acknowledge God as protector who trains hands for war. Conversely, they also command not to return evil for evil, to turn the other cheek and forgive enemies. Now, let us go to the major verses. Verses that permit self-defense. Exodus 22:2-3. If a thief is caught breaking in at night and is struck a fatal blow, the defender is not guilty of bloodshed, but if it happens after sunrise, the defender is guilty of bloodshed. So, if a thief breaks into your home, you have every right to defend yourself, even if it gets a bit violent. Then there's Luke 22:36. Jesus tells his disciples, "But now if you have a purse, take it, and also a bag, and if you don't have a sword, sell your cloak and buy one." This often refers to when Jesus' disciples were walking with him. He asked them to buy swords to protect themselves or defend themselves. So Jesus himself never condemned self-defense or fighting. He just condemned evil violence, which is to hurt people. But if it's to defend and serve others, or defending yourself is very much permissible. Now for Psalm 144:1. Praise be to the Lord, my rock, who trains my hands for war, my fingers for battle. So as you can see, God himself knows that war is necessary and battle is necessary in order to combat the forces of evil or those who oppose you and your values. Now, let us go to verses that emphasize non-retaliation and forgiveness. As we know, like the verses before, we learned that fighting and self-defense isn't bad, but these verses might help with certain questions or decisions. Verses that emphasize non-retaliation and forgiveness. Matthew 5:38-39. You have heard that it was said, eye for eye and tooth for tooth. But I tell you, do not resist an evil person. If anyone slaps you on the right cheek, turn the other also. So yes, bad things might happen to us, like getting smacked in the face. But it is best to turn the other cheek. This is something my sons have to learn. Sometimes Raphael can get too angry, and then when he's fighting an opponent, he does not turn the other cheek, and he seems to get himself in trouble with that enemy, and some of my other sons too. But they have much to learn, and they are getting better, just like you followers of Christ. Now for Romans 12:17, do not repay anyone evil for evil. This verse implies that if you fight someone out of evil, wickedness, and malice, that is repaying evil for evil. You must always repay good with evil. And now for the last verse. Proverbs 25-21. If your enemy is hungry, give him food to eat. If he is thirsty, give him water to drink. So yes, maybe the best decision at the end is not to fight or hurt your enemy, but to help him heal, to feed him, to show him that you are better, and he or she could be better. So, now we are finished. However, that one question remains. Are Christians or followers of Christ allowed to defend themselves or fight? Generally, yes. However, it must be out of pure goodness and to defend yourselves purely and to help others. If it is out of vengeance and not justice, then you have crossed a line. However, even though fighting can be necessary sometimes, it is always best to have peace. And with that, we end today's video. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you in the next video. God bless you, and always remember, you either defend yourself when you are attacked, or you turn the other cheek. I'll see you, the followers of Christ, around. Sayonara.